Ashton Kutcher and him they were real tight. One time, me, him, Ashton Kutcher went to a Nets game, and we met Jay-Z there.
It looks like the federal agents are making moves again, and this time, people online are saying they might have arrested Ashton Kutcher. Rumors are going around that he could be involved in the investigations surrounding Diddy. Honestly, this could explain why Ashton has completely disappeared from the public eye. No interviews, no red carpet events, not even any paparazzi photos. Some think he might already be in custody. But that's not all. People have started digging into Ashton's past, and it's not as clean as many thought. In high school, he broke into his own school to cheat and steal money, and he was convicted of third-degree burglary, which is a felony. Years later, he was also co-hosting Diddy's famous white parties, the same ones now linked to some serious allegations. There are also old rumors resurfacing that Ashton may have dated Lindsay Lohan when she was just 16. So when people say Ashton might be just as shady as Diddy, it's starting to make more sense. Another major event tied to Ashton was the death of his ex-girlfriend, Ashley Ellerin. On the night she was killed, Ashton said he went to her house, looked through the window, and thought the red stains on the floor were just spilled wine. So he left. But it turns out that was likely blood. Many people have found his story suspicious for years. Now, reports are also saying that Mila Kunis, Ashton's wife, may have filed for divorce.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
Sources claim she's done protecting him. A lot of people didn't know this, but Ashton wasn't always the clean-cut guy Hollywood made him out to be. Before fame and fortune, he had a felony on his record. That school break-in during his senior year cost him scholarships and the right to vote. But after he became famous, he paid to have the charge erased, and suddenly his record was clean again, something not everyone can afford to do. After trying college briefly, Ashton moved to New York to model and then started acting. But things got darker when Ashley Ellerin was found murdered. His explanation about the blood being wine has always raised eyebrows. Ashton was also close to Brittany Murphy.
I was around Ashton Kutcher and Diddy before, and they were speaking about Brittany Murphy. And I don't think I ever told this story, and I'm about to tell this story here.
Brittany, please come back!
Who died mysteriously at 32. Then, her husband died just months later. Both deaths blamed on pneumonia and anemia. Fans found it odd and suspicious that two people tied to Ashton died the same way. This led people to start connecting dots. Ashton and Diddy both co-hosted those strange invite-only white parties full of celebrities and secrets. Now fans are wondering if Ashton may have been involved in something deeper and darker. And there's more. Kim Porter, Diddy's ex and the mother of his children, also died under strange circumstances in 2018 with the same vague cause of death: pneumonia, just like Brittany Murphy and her husband. All three were young, all had the same mysterious cause of death, and all were tied to Diddy. Let's take a step back because something bigger seems to be going on. And Ashton Kutcher might be right in the middle of it. While he's always acted clean and innocent in public, behind the scenes, he was apparently very close to Diddy. Some insiders even say Diddy trusted Ashton not just with business, but with secrets too. Why? Because Ashton had close ties with Danny Masterson, the same Danny who's now in prison for serious crimes. After Ashton introduced him, Diddy brought Ashton, Danny, and Wilmer Valderrama into a private group he called the New Hollywood Rat Pack. But this wasn't just a group of friends hanging out. They were traveling, partying, hosting secret events, and allegedly doing things no one was supposed to know about. Ashton also introduced Diddy to Adam Neumann, the controversial founder of WeWork, who fooled investors and ran the company into the ground. Diddy reportedly made money from that too. Now here's where it gets even more serious. When money, power, and secrecy mix together, it's no longer about friendship. It becomes a tight circle where no one dares to speak out. If you try to look up this New Hollywood Rat Pack online, you won't find much. It's like someone wiped the internet clean. Since Diddy got arrested, Ashton and his wife Mila Kunis have been staying very quiet. They're acting like they barely knew Diddy. But that's the same thing they did when Danny Masterson was convicted. They deleted posts, removed evidence of their friendship, like it never happened. People were shocked when Ashton and Mila, who claimed to support victims, actually wrote letters defending Danny. It looked like they were trying to save their own image. This is all part of a pattern. Ashton and Mila have been connected to Scientology for years. Their friends, inner circle, even staff are rumored to be involved, and Scientology is known for using media manipulation, silencing reporters, hiding stories, and intimidating anyone who speaks out. So, if you're wondering why certain stories disappear so fast, that could be why. At one point, Ashton was asked about Diddy's wild parties. He responded by saying, "There's a lot I can't tell." That one sentence got people talking. What exactly was he hiding? Rumors say it could involve everything from disturbing behavior to the same kind of abuse Diddy is being investigated for now. Let's talk about Ashton's charity called Thorn, which he created to help fight child exploitation online.
He said, within any 3 blocks of where we're standing, you can go buy somebody. And I was floored by the notion of that.
On the surface, it sounds like a noble cause. He once said, "Within 3 blocks, you can buy someone." But behind the scenes, things weren't so clean. Documents were blacked out, and people started filing Freedom of Information Act requests to find out more. Then suddenly, Ashton quit the organization without much explanation. Some think he knew the spotlight was about to turn on him and wanted out before things got worse. Now, let's talk about Dave Chase, the actress who played the creepy girl in The Ring. Most people think she just faded from Hollywood, but insiders say something tragic happened. She was allegedly invited to a party with Diddy and Ashton when she was still very young. After that, her life spiraled out of control. Arrests, drug charges, jail. Some believe something traumatic happened at that party, and she was never the same again. And sadly, she's not the only one. Ashton has been rumored to be involved with underage girls. People say he dated Lindsay Lohan when she was just 16. After they broke up, she reportedly started dating Wilmer Valderrama, another member of this same group. That's when people really started noticing a disturbing pattern. So when you look at the bigger picture, Diddy's many lawsuits, Ashton's shady connections, Danny Masterson's crimes, Wilmer's relationships, it's starting to look like a group of co-conspirators who helped protect each other while hiding dark secrets. Let's talk about Wilmer Valderrama, because his history with underage girls is disturbing. It started with Mandy Moore. She was 15, he was 20. Years later, she confirmed they dated when she was still underage. But Wilmer went on Howard Stern and bragged falsely about being her first. Mandy later said it wasn't true and that it really hurt her. Then came Lindsay Lohan. She was 17, Wilmer was 24. On her 18th birthday, suddenly they were official. Same story with Demi Lovato. She was 17, he was 29. And the moment she turned 18, they went public. Demi later admitted it started earlier. In 2022, she dropped a song called 29 that exposed it all. It's a pattern, same setup, same timeline, and here's where it gets darker. An alleged ex-employee at a bar Wilmer co-owned said underage girls were allowed in, and staff were told not to ID anyone at his tables. Even Megan Good was named as a silent investor. Now ask yourself, if Ashton Kutcher was Wilmer's best friend and business partner, did he really not know? Remember, Ashton publicly fights child exploitation, but privately was surrounded by men who allegedly preyed on vulnerable young girls. And now, rumors say Mila Kunis has filed for divorce. Makes sense. The moment Ashton got tied to the Diddy mess, everything changed. He's been in damage control mode ever since. So what do you think? Did Ashton know? Is he being investigated? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.